Hi everyone, I am beTheNOOB, and this is JobTruth. JobTruth is a web tool that answers one question nobody is currently asking, but everyone needs answered. Did a human who actually knows this role write this job posting? Or did an AI generate it in 10 seconds and hit publish without anyone checking? I want to show you something in the next 10 minutes that will change how you think about every job posting you read from today onwards. Let me start with something that happened to a developer I know. She spent 2 hours tailoring her application for a senior React role, researched the company, rewrote her cover letter, practiced the technical questions. Then she noticed something. The posting required 15 years of React experience. React was released in 2013. That is 13 years ago. The requirement was mathematically impossible. No human who has ever touched a codebase wrote that line. That 2 hours is gone. She will never get it back. The cost to generate 1,000 AI job postings is under $5. The cost to a candidate per wasted application is 2 to 4 hours of their life. And right now, there are almost zero tools that catch this before the damage is done. That gap between how cheap it is to generate slop and how expensive it is for real people to encounter it, that gap is exactly what JobTruth exists to close. Before I show you how it works, I want to tell you about the most important decision I made building this tool. Every obvious approach to this problem involves asking an AI model whether the content is AI generated. And I rejected that approach completely. Asking an AI to detect AI is circular logic. It introduces the same hallucination risk you're trying to catch. It produces probabilistic guesses you cannot explain or defend. And it costs money on every analysis. Instead, I asked a different question. Not is this AI generated, but did a human who knows this role write it? A job posting requiring 15 years of experience with a technology that is 13 years old is not probably wrong. It is provably wrong. Arithmetic decided that. Not a model, not an inference, a database lookup, and a subtraction operation. That is the foundation of JobTruth. Every finding is a concrete, verifiable fact, not a probability, a fact. The tool itself is as simple as possible because the simplest tool gets used. Step 1. You paste any job description from LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, any job board anywhere. You copy the text, you paste it, done. Step 2. Our detection engine runs 10 statistical and linguistic checks. Every single one is deterministic. Database lookups, pattern matching, arithmetic. 0 AI models anywhere in the pipeline. Step 3. You get a score from 0 to 100 with specific findings in plain English. Not just a verdict, a list of exactly what we found and why each thing is a signal. And practical advice on whether this posting is worth your time. The whole thing takes under 5 seconds. You can analyze a posting before you even finish reading it. Let me walk you through the 5 core detection signals, because this is where JobTruth is genuinely different from anything else that exists. Signal 1 is the technology age check. We maintain a database of 117 technologies, languages, frameworks, cloud platforms, DevOps tools, each with their verified public release year. When a posting mentions a technology and states a years of experience requirement, we do the arithmetic. If the requirement exceeds what is mathematically possible given when the technology was released, that is a red flag. No model, no inference, just a database and subtraction. Signal 2 is generic phrase detection. We have documented 196 phrases that appear in AI-generated job postings at statistically abnormal rates. We measure their density across the full text and score accordingly. Signal 3 is requirement inflation. We compare the total requirement count against our curated baselines for each seniority level. A senior role typically needs 18 requirements at most. A posting with 25 is statistically suspicious. Signal 4 is salary transparency. Specific figures score positively. Vague language like competitive salary scores as a warning. Complete absence is a red flag. Binary and deterministic. Signal 5 is seniority coherence. We check whether the job title, the required years of experience, and the complexity of responsibilities are internally consistent. A junior developer role requiring 8 years of experience fails this check immediately. Every signal, every finding, a verifiable fact. Now let me show you this working on real input, not synthetic test data, not cherry-picked examples, but actual job descriptions I analyzed while building this tool. I'm going to run 2 postings through JobTruth Live. I want you to watch what the tool finds, and more importantly, I want you to watch how it explains what it found. Not our AI said so, a specific fact with a specific number behind it. Let me switch over to the tool now. So here's our first posting. Senior Full Stack Engineer at Tech Vision Innovations. I am pasting the full job description now. Let the engine run. Score of 42 out of 100. 2 critical issues. 4 warnings. 0 positive signals. Now look at the first finding. Impossible experience requirement for React. This posting requires 15 years of React experience. React was released in 2013. Maximum possible experience is 13 years. The posting is asking for something that is mathematically impossible. This is not our model guessing. This is a database lookup and a subtraction. React released 2013. Current year, 2026. Maximum possible 13 years. Required 15 years. Done. Second finding, 37 generic AI filler phrases. 37. In one posting, collaborative team player. Take ownership of deliverables. Drive initiatives forward. Manage multiple priorities. These phrases appear in our database of 196 documented AI template patterns. The tool counted them, not inferred them, counted them. This posting also has near maximum experience requirements for Next.js and GitHub Actions, and no specific salary information whatsoever. 42 out of 100. This posting shows significant signals of AI-generated content. I would not spend 2 hours on an application for this role. You can see that result on the left. Score 42. 2 critical issues. 4 warnings. Now watch what happens with a posting that was actually written by a human who knows their role. Second posting. Backend engineer at a fintech company. Let me paste this one and run the analysis. 100 out of 100. Not 98. Not 95. Perfect score. 0 critical issues. 0 warnings. 2 positive signals. Look at what the tool found. 2 signals. Both positive. First finding, generic language. This posting contains only 1 generic phrase across the entire description. 1. Compare that to 37 in the previous posting. The tool detected that the language is specific to this role, not a template, not filler, actual specific human knowledge about the position. Second finding, compensation transparency. The posting states a specific salary range of $85,000 to $115,000. The tool recognized that as a concrete figure, not vague language, and flagged it as a positive signal of genuine authorship. That is it. 2 findings, both green, both positive. No impossible requirements because the requirements are realistic. No phrase inflation because the author knew what they were writing. No salary hiding because this company respects candidates enough to show the number up front. Score 42 versus score 100. Same tool, same 5 signals. The difference is one posting was generated in 10 seconds by an AI that nobody reviewed. The other was written by someone who actually knows the role, the team, and what they need. I want to spend a moment on something the judges specifically asked for. Honest accuracy numbers. I tested JobTruth against 50 real LinkedIn job postings. I manually reviewed each one and compare my judgment against what the tool found. True positive rate, 84%. Suspicious postings correctly flagged. True negative rate, 91%. Genuine postings correctly cleared. False positive rate, 9%. Genuine postings incorrectly flagged. False negative rate, 16%. Suspicious postings missed. What does it fail? The most common false positive is a genuine posting that happens to use common professional phrases naturally. The most common false negative is AI-generated content that was carefully reviewed and edited by a human before publishing. I'm not claiming this catches everything. I am claiming this catches what no other accessible tool catches today, with a completely explainable, zero AI, zero cost detection approach. And I'm showing you the real numbers so you can judge that claim for yourself. Technically, the project runs on Python Fast API on the backend with React and Vite on the front end. The detection databases are JSON flat files loaded into memory. The whole thing is deployed on Vercel and render-free tier. Total monthly running cost is $0. But more important than the stack is what is not in it. No generative AI model anywhere. No external AI API calls. No probabilistic inference. The detection engine is pure Python. Database lookups, regex pattern matching, arithmetic, and word frequency counting. Every single detection function is readable, testable, and explainable in plain English. This matters for 3 reasons beyond hackathon compliance. First, it means no hallucination risk in the detector itself. Second, it means every finding can be shown to a user with a concrete factual explanation they can verify independently. Third, it means the tool costs nothing to run at any scale because there are no per-analysis API costs. JobTruth is live right now. You can open it, paste any job posting you receive this week, and get a result in under 5 seconds. Every finding is a fact you can verify yourself. No black box, no AI making the call. Just statistical analysis, deterministic detection, and a score that tells you whether a role deserves your time. Thank you for watching. I hope JobTruth saves you, or someone you know, from spending 2 hours on a job posting that nobody wrote.